something I did before I came. Joint.
You know, I asked my co-host this week not to embarrass me. I just asked him not to. But see, this is what happens when you let black folks.
You were scared. you were scared. That question was for me. You knew.
Oh, you get it because I already know. Hold on. He said joint. So what?
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of questions do you think we asked 100 people on some mall somewhere that decided to say that we were talking about an illegal drug? I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, it's legal in a lot of states.
Yeah, it's legal in a lot of states now, but you know.
Yeah.
Dave.
Can I?
No, you're right. Oh my God. Puff give, man. Okay, let me see. That's the number 2 answer. Domes. Name something that gets passed around.
Super Dave, no, he was at Cracker Barrel. he was.
You really want to bring me in on this?
Go with that Cracker Barrel.
Really? Really?
I want to know why you at Cracker
The
Barrel, Dave.
angry
I got answers, bro.
black man?
I got an answer for it too.
Yeah. Hey, Nikki. I want to know why you was at Cracker Barrel, bro.
I don't eat at Cracker Barrel.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
I'm messing with Super Dave. I'm messing with him.
I said 1 tire and maybe 2.
Help me out here, Dome. Number 1 answer pending. Name something that gets passed around.
The collection plate. Rumors. Elizabeth.
Hey, that was right.
Oh, all 3? Ding, ding, ding.
That's what I'm talking about. Boy, look here. Y'all didn't bet. Well, okay, y'all saved it for a minute. So, we're going to run back into Good Love right quick. I know you got plenty to talk about with Prime America. I know you got plenty you can tell us about. He gonna go and let you have the microphone right there. So you were telling everybody about what it takes to get on. You were telling everybody about what your area, your coverage is, and what you do. Can you name some of the companies that participate in what you do, and what are some of the services that you offer for people as far as financial independence? What are some of the companies, and what do you guys do? Like, if you came to me today, and I said, well, maybe I need some life insurance, or maybe I need car insurance, or maybe I need a portfolio made. What are you guys offering? What companies?
So that's a great question. And what makes Primerica unique again, we don't have just a one solution that fits all. Mm-hmm. Everybody's situation is different. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's so important up front that we take a financial needs analysis. Mm-hmm. And that financial needs analysis will identify exactly what it is that you need to do, customized towards your goals and your dreams, and which you would probably agree is a little different than maybe someone else's would be. Mm-hmm. And what's done happened over the years, because we have grew our sales force so big, we have 130,000 representatives across the United States today. More and more companies are wanting to get on our platform to help us service these people and their needs. Mm-hmm. We have companies like, you might have heard of Voya and AXA, AIG, Lincoln Financial, Bright House, American Funds, Invesco, Franklin Templeton, Legg Mason, and I could go on and on. It's about a whole long list of companies like Quicken Loans, who we're just getting started with to help folks be able to purchase a home, pay that home off as quick as possible, debt consolidation and debt elimination. Every area of the financial arena, Primerica touches, but with a purpose. And that purpose to help people to get a better value for their dollar and ultimately to be able to reach their goals of becoming debt-free and financially independent. It's totally unique and not like the traditional financial institution who all they want to do is sell you a product and not provide you with a total solution to what your goals and dreams are. And you asked a question earlier, how difficult is that in the African American community? Well, it's a process. It really is a process. And finding people and first letting them know that they don't know.
Right.
It's like Harriet Tubman said. She said she could have freed more slaves if they only knew they were slaves. Well, I think it's the same thing in the financial industry. I look at myself as a financial doctor. And most people in America, and you would agree with me, there's a financial cancer out there of us not knowing, not making our money grow, trusting traditional institutions like banks and insurance companies. And historically, we find out that what they told us didn't come true. The money they said we would have wouldn't be there. We're losing loved ones, and we have to go fund you in order to put our loved ones away because we had not been educated economically.
Right.
And so we go a long way to help teach those fundamentals to those who would open up their thinking to what it takes to become debt-free and financially independent. I hope that answers your question.
I have a question for you. In most communities, inner city communities, you're talking about a single parent that has children that are making their money stretched from week to week, and also maybe receiving assistance. Do you think that the services that you provide can it help families like that? Because it's hard to see any financial planning for the future when you can't even make it to the end of the week.
Right.
Do you provide services for families like that?
And here's what I'll say to that, because it don't matter the status of an individual. What matters is they're ready to change their status. I remember when Primerica sat with me and they brought my financial needs analysis back, they told me they weren't able to, at that time, to put insurance on me because in the application I admitted that I had used drugs in the past. Well, they wanted to make sure before they issued a policy on me that I was clean and not using drugs again. They also told me that my credit score was so messed up they wouldn't be able to help me eliminate my debt as quick as they thought they would be able to. And then thirdly, they told me, well, Mr. Gullo, you don't have any money. You're broke. You don't have any money to invest. And my question to them at that time was, well, why are you in my home? What are you doing here? And this was the answer. He said, we didn't put you in the position that you are in, but we're willing to help you come out. And that right there in itself, you name the people who may be a single parent, mom with on subsidies and barely getting by. How could they? It's all about what's between their ears. What are they thinking about? Because if they're ready to change that situation, they got to start somewhere. And I don't know a company like Primerica where you can get a ground floor start, get mentors, and people who will take you through by the hand and take you through the process. Your circumstances do not dictate your future. Your thinking does.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's a good question there, Don. Well, you're a fish sandwich for the day, boy. Tell me. That's a good question. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We get ready to go take us a break, pay a pause for the calls, play Don's commercial, because, you got to go out here if you need some legal representation. This is the man right here. See, I use it myself. Whenever, like, they find out about me and that goat sometimes, that I'm get towed up. So, we're going to go and take us a quick pause. We're going to come back with the second half of Black Folks, Devil's Advocate. Black Folks have the Feud right here on Devil's Advocate.
Hi, I'm attorney Theodore Thompson from the Thompson Law Firm, and I want to help with your legal matter. Whether it's criminal defense, bankruptcy, personal injury, or family law, I want to help you. I can be reached at 501-503-5095. Don't face your legal issues alone. You need an attorney whose primary objective is providing you with the best legal representation. Our office address is 415 North McKinley, Suite 710 in Little Rock. I'm attorney Theodore Thompson, and I want to provide you with the best legal representation.
Now,
LeBron James is the greatest player we've seen this generation. You have to be careful when you start saying, and so he wasn't as good as Michael, or he wasn't as good as Magic. Every generation you get that. You begin to sound like that old man that lives down the street, and every time you walk on his yard or you even walk by his yard, he's on the porch and he's got that little crooked finger. He's like, "Get off my lawn! Get off my lawn!"
Join the weekly sports magazine every Saturday, 8 to 10 a.m. on joynetradio.com.
Get off my lawn!
All right, folks, we are back in again. And I want to thank the Prime Medical team for joining us today. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Of course, we still ain't finished with Black Folk Family Feud. And we had a great one today. I want to thank my crew for embarrassing me on radio.
Always our pleasure.
Oh, okay. And again, Mark Goodlow and the Prime American team, get with him. We're going to leave the information here with Super Dave for him when he does Black Focus. So you guys that are interested, like I always tell people, like malfunctions, is that we are big on financial independence. Black folks, don't y'all want to just go somewhere where you can just spend most of your time on the beach and let your money grow for you? And just because I got a lot of people in Devil's Advocate that love travel. Now you want to take your black behind back down to Dominican Republic if you want to. We're gonna serve some good food at the funeral, girl. So I'm just saying, for those of you guys that love to travel, God, wouldn't you rather be on the beach somewhere than having to be at the office today? I would.
Absolutely.
Somebody left the keys. Somebody keys.
Somebody let
Those
them
are mine.
back.
Oh, okay.
That
Oh,
was your
yeah.
fault.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody wanted them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we are back again. I think I got another question hit. I don't think I'm gonna give this one to Head Sam. Don't Malone, boy.
What? What, man?
Okay, well, don't worry. I'll get you. I'll let
You
you
give
answer
me.
those
You give me.
parts.
Okay, all right.
All right, Dave, you ready? This is again. Survey of 100 Devil's Advocates asked. Okay,
I'm ready.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Who's the question for?
It's gonna be for Head Sam. If he
All
mess
right.
this one up, it goes to you because I know he gonna mess this one up.
He's not gonna mess it
He
up.
gonna mess it up.
He gonna mess it up. You got this.
Okay, Head Sanford,
Yeah.
name something a doctor will pull out of a body.
Gerbil.
What? Huh? Hold on, wait a
gerbil?
minute. Okay, so hold on. I said Head Sanford, name something the doctor will pull out of the body. First thing come to his mouth, gerbil.
Gerbil.
Gerbil. Uh-huh.
Gerbil.
Gerbil. Yeah.
That's one thing come you, gerbil.
Mm-hmm.
Head Sanford, what come out of the body? Gerbil.
Hey, absolutely. That's the
Yeah.
first thing that comes to your mind. Gerbil. Pull it out, Doc. I need that now. And the whip. Pull it out. Pull that gerbil out. It's been running.
Oh my God. JD, we still okay next week.
I think I'm gonna have a talk with JC.
Ooh, we gonna have
after
a
this.
talk here, and he let you
He
know we
already
gonna
let
have
me
a
know.
talk
All right,
after
before I hit that door, he said, "Let me talk to you for a second, young
There you
man.
go. Come on in here right quick. I need to talk
We
with
need
you.
to talk to y'all."
Oh. Give me Gerald. Okay. Don, this one's for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you shoot off the hip with this one.
All right, cool.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Name something that a doctor pull out of a body.
Your last nerve.
You know what I'm saying? This is what happened.
That was answer B. You want answer A?
Yeah.
You want answer A?
What's the answer A? What would the doctor pull out?
I can't say.
Oh, you crazy, huh?
I can't say. I can't say.
You crazy.
I can't say. I can't say.
Okay, so wait a minute. We got a phone call. Hold on. I think I know who this is.
Uh-oh.
Hello. This is Devil's Advocate Radio. We are in the midst of Devil's Advocate, Black Folks Family Feud. Who's this?
It's Taco Tuesday.
Lord help Jesus. What's going on, Stanley? How you doing, bro?
What's up, boss?
Man, I'm calling for the free tacos, y'all.
Oh, you got I
Show
did
the
promise
state law.
free
I ain't
tacos,
get the
didn't
free tacos. Dang.
Toronto won, so you get your free taco with cheese.
Dang. So that means I get to go to Canada instead of having to go see Trump. That's a win for the country.
That's a win right there.
We are slowly making America great again. Praise the Lord.
What's been going on with you, Stanley? What you know good, baby boy?
Nothing, man. I've been watching these Republican debates, man. I'm pretty excited about the candidates. I think they're
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that today because, that went on this week. We had two debates about the clown car full of Democrats. And let's just be real.
Well, no.
I
I
think
wasn't
they pretty
watching
much
that one. I was
figured out who
watching
they
the
want.
Republican debates. It's a different one.
Yeah.
So
You ain't seen
what
the
do you think
Republican
about
debate?
He said a Republican debate. The
Yeah,
other
yeah,
debate.
Yeah, like they got like 5 different versions of Trump arguing with himself. It's fantastic. You should watch it, man. It's pretty good.
So there's like a whole bunch of they just arguing. So did you hear anything out of those quote unquote Republican, the Demopublican debates that you like to hear?
Yeah, I got a whole lot of it. What I got out of it was that in 2020, we just gonna have some new food at the White House. Don't matter if it's Trump or not, but it's gonna be just fine.
Gonna be different food.
Different foods. Well, one of them foods might have some extensions because she killed the debate. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Is there anybody in particular? So there's nobody in particular you like?
I like her because she's fine. But other than that,
Who's that? Ms. Harris.
I tell you, to be honest, I was more disappointed in Cory Booker and Bernie Sanders than I was impressed with anybody else.
So they didn't. They would.
Yeah, I think Kamala killed it. I don't know if she's done enough to close the ground.
I think she's trying to get that VP slot. I think that's what she's looking
I think she's the perfect VP for whoever wins.
So who's the front runner? Is it still who's the front runner though? Is it still Joe Biden? Or is it Joe Biden? Is he the front runner?
Yeah, Joe Biden's the front runner.
Gotcha. Okay.
He still gets.
But if you look at the polls, Joe Biden's the front runner by like 76%.
That's
So he's way out there.
Yeah.
But I think that's because they just automatically tying him to Obama.
Gotcha.
Why they relate him to Obama. Plus, he's safe for moderate white folks. White folks ain't threatened by him.
Right. But he got more sense than Al Gore because Al Gore tried to separate himself from Clinton.
Right.
And Al Gore ain't been heard from since. So that's kind of, Obama
Right.
had a successful presidency in the eyes of the country. So not a bad idea to tie yourself to him.
Right, and I think what it is, and don't get me wrong, I like some of the stuff that Bernie Sanders stands for. The problem with it is, I think he's like Captain America. He's like a man out of time because if he gets
and he's 95 years old.
That's all
he
you're gonna
can't
hear.
be the president until he's 100. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Right.
He's up there.
Right, and that's what people are arguing is that is it time to get some fresh blood in the Democratic Party and stop putting up these old guys, these old white guys?
Well, that's who runs America. Stay woke.
See, there you go.
Stay woke. There's a bunch of old white men running America. Ain't no young, vibrant owners out here recruiting Kawhi Leonard.
Stanley, are you washing dishes in the background?
No, I'm taking a bath, man. I'm
my!
on lunch. I'm taking a bath, and we ain't got that much water. So, we on public housing, so everybody from public housing be outside waiting for the ice cream man.
I understand.
It's the perfect time for me to take a bath because the water be hot.
Gotcha.
So I'm out here waiting.
So you had to wait for the water to get hot too, huh?
I'm taking a bath and washing dishes at the same dang time.
Well, look here. See, you asked for it.
I just heard the dishes in the
You
background.
want to ask questions on top of it.
I do.
It's called biblical cleansing. You can take a bath and watch this at the same time. It's a what would Jesus do moment.
What would
He
you?
will preserve water, my child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what it is.
You
Yes,
can
sir.
run off of ice cold drinking water, huh? So
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about this. Is the first yep. All right, there we go. I know I was getting feedback. That was your phone, don't belong.
I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay. That was the first debate of many. Do you think the mistake they can make is bringing too many debates?
I don't think because it's so many candidates. I think you got to kind of weed them out via debate.
I was
I
trying to
don't know
understand that author that was
I don't
in
even know if people even really watch debates like they used to. I think everybody's just kind of in the mode of whoever wins it, that's who they voting for because they got to get that fool out the White House.
Right, and I think
I don't know if there's as much interest as it has been in the past.
right. I think people pretty much made up their mind two things. One, they want Trump out of there, and they're gonna roll with whoever they want, or they just trying to make sure he ain't saying something stupid. And
Right, they just want to get rid of him. Like I ain't gonna say sadly because I want to get rid of him too.
Right.
I think that's the primary focus is to dump Trump. That should be that would be my slogan if I was running. It'd be dump Trump 2020.
well, I wanted to ask Dave something because when you said Kamala Harris, now I ain't gonna lie, that sister from Hawaii, I ain't lying. When they cut her on profile, man, what a rump roast. He put Kamala to shame. Gabby Tassard. Woo! Boy, go back to my backsliding days with that fine rope on that. Boy, that was You had a fine beast like that running around.
See,
boy, put a scream in a man's stride.
You
I
know,
was like, whoa! They put her on. They did like how they do the camera angle to the side when they talking on the debate, and I'm like, I look at him I'm like, bam! What the boy? Look, stallion.
Okay.
And
Good morning, Christian radio listeners. We apologize for that moment. However, we're back to your show at the same schedule time. And action.
I want to stand up and ask for buttermilk. But anyway, Dave, you buzzed on Kamala Harris. So talk to us. Why you say no to her?
I'm not a fan. You go back and look at her record.
Yeah.
I mean, Kamala Harris is what I call being conveniently black. Okay? And when you go back and look at her record shows that she's done everything anti-black, from locking up mothers whose children were not going to school, from locking up black males. I mean, I found it ironic that you're chastising Joe Biden.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of ironic.
And you, a alleged black woman,
was doing all this.
is doing all the dirt for their white system. So, I can't buy it. And then here's the other thing that really jumped out to me. It was a white woman who brought up reparations last night. None of the black candidates brought it up at all. The author did, the Anderson lady.
The one
Okay?
who,
But none of the black candidates brought it up at all. Huh.
That's because they already got their reparations. They already got their 40 acres.
There you go. So you say that, Stanley, but here's the thing about it. Many of those people, when you find that black people who are against reparations are the same ones, exactly what you said. They've already got their money. They've already got their stuff. They don't want other blacks to be joining in with the I guess you could say the fruits of their labor. You see that with Hispanics too. It's ironic that a lot of Hispanics are against immigration. Why is that?
Why would you be?
Because they already
against
here.
them?
Because they already here.
Right.
Okay.
And that's the problem. Pacism in this country is bad. In other words, the people who used to be oppressed become the oppressors. In other words, and that's why I know you don't understand in Florida, Cubanos, they be the most anti-immigrant people on the planet. A lot of the Hispanics that live down, I know, Stan, you live down in Texas, right? Well, wherever you decide to give your disclosed location, they be the most it's one, especially the one down by the border towns like El Paso, San Antonio. They be the most anti-immigrant Hispanics in the country, and I don't be getting that. I'm like, these are your people 2 generations out. Why are you sitting around here talking about them? Like you don't even know them. I don't get that. And that's the problem. Go ahead, Sam.
I was going to say just quickly, the best candidate right now is Elizabeth Warren. You listen to what she says. You listen to her policy. She's the only one that's talking policy. Okay? Everybody else is trying to answer a question without answering the question. Elizabeth Warren is the only one who is talking policy, and she's been talking policy from the time she got on the scene. To me, that's the best candidate going right now.
Is she for reparations?
And she's for reparations. Okay.
And she for taking care of my student loans. So I'm with you.
I know that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please, I need these law school loans knocked out.
Oof.
Like,
Baby, student loans is the devil.
woo, Lord help me, Jesus.
But I was gonna say, man, it just a certain when you get that kind of money with those African American candidates, they view themselves as Negroes and they view us as ignorates. And so that's the biggest issue. They're totally disconnected from those of who they assume that they represent. Who that's the way to say that nice stuff for the good. Pat Steph on the back as I look at my Obama sticker on my refrigerator. Whew, praise the Lord.
Oh, and by the way, don't get so up on Obama.
Before I go, though.
If you're going to get up on Joe Biden because he was Obama's vice president, just remember Obama didn't do anything for black folks. I'm just saying. So if you want to say, oh, well, let's get Biden because he was with Obama, well, Obama didn't do nothing for black folks.
He didn't do nothing.
Joe Biden was against busing. Joe Biden championed the crime bill. So why would you think Joe Biden's going to do anything for you? I'm just saying.
Hold on, Dad. Let's be fair. A lot of black senators and congressmen were for that crime bill too.
That's why they need to be out on their ear as well.
They ain't went Black Panther. See, I told you I was gonna get him hot today, didn't I? I told you I was gonna get him hot. But Obama didn't do nothing, huh? Didn't do nothing.
Name one policy that Barack Obama put forth for black people. Name one. Name one.
The black farmers that he got the Congress, that didn't help black farmers?
That was for that was for all farmers, not just black farmers.
Okay, well, but I'm saying blacks participate in that. Hold on. What about the sentencing guidelines for crack cocaine and cocaine when he leveled that out in federal sentencing guidelines?
That was already put forth before he got in office.
Okay, so that was kind of like the first step back that even Trump is now trying to take credit for.
Exactly.
Well, I know something Obama did. I got one.
Hold on. Stanley got one now there.
Okay, come on.
Go on, Stanley.
He passed a bill that your Ashley Madison account became private and folks couldn't view your history.
See, that's why we need a black president. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm not trying to be critical, but look, you got white people.
He did enough, but I think he did something. I
Look,
don't think he did enough.
well, I'm being realistic here. What policy that you can point? Every president that has ever been elected does something specifically for their constituents. Okay, every one of them. Even Donald Trump, what he's doing is what? He don't believe half that stuff.
But he don't.
But the point is that he's doing that stuff for the people who voted for him, his quote unquote constituents. Can you name one thing Obama did for black folks? I mean, Obama look, here's what he should have done if he didn't do anything else.
Right.
He could have at least issued an official policy against slavery.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. When they started talking about reparations under his administration, he said it wasn't practical.
Yeah, but we know why he said it. He said the same thing about same-sex marriage. I mean, look, let's not pretend that Obama.
That's right. He did.
Right.
He did pass LGBT stuff, right? Yeah.
But
Is that for black folks?
When you get almost 60% of your constituents have to vote you in a white. And here's the thing, and here's the only part.
When he's a lame duck, he ain't got to worry about nobody voting for him.
Right.
He should have said, okay, the first 4 years, I'm going to play white man's game.
Play white man game.
Okay? But once I got voted in that last year, he should have been a bull in a china shop for black folks. Yeah. He was not.
Right, because he was too busy trying to get Hillary propped up for the and see, here's the only thing, Stanley. Here's the only thing I think was instant. You know, Obama started not giving a damn right in his last year. That's when he started really just saying how he felt when he was in Oval Office. He's like, hey, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong?
Well, I think the bigger issue is y'all think Obama black.
We thought he was black. Wasn't he black?
Yeah,
I thought he was.
He got
Tan
the
Negro.
skin tone and the indentation belt.
Uh-huh.
They woke.
Mm-hmm.
What color is his mom identified with? I'm asking for a friend named Django.
She a colonizer.
Oh, okay then.
Mm-hmm.
So he got half her thoughts. Gotta go. My student loan bills, dude. Y'all have a great Easter.
Get off,
Man, this man.
Anything you want to say? See what I'm saying?
That's
Every
right.
time I let the boy come on here. See what I'm saying? Y'all embarrass me. Both of y'all, just all three of you just embarrass. That's why I gotta get some females back up in this. It's embarrassing. I wanna Stanley. Sometimes now you're gone.
You
See what I'm
gone.
saying? You act a fool, show his black behind on himself, and then he wanna leave. Boy, I tell you. Anyway. So Heads ever talk to me, man. Tell me, you think anybody gonna beat Trump? You think it's possible?
Yeah, I think he
I
gonna.
think he can be beat.
I think he can be beat. But they're just gonna have to have a good candidate.
Everybody talks about. See, here's the thing that killed me with everything. Mm-hmm. Everybody says the reason why Democrats are in trouble because they don't have a rock. In other words, they don't have another Barack Obama-like candidate. That's because they consider Trump like a rock star. Mm-hmm. So the argument is there's not a lot of Democrat candidates that. Now I was kind of rooting for Mayor Pete because he looked like that new blood until he got in trouble in South Bend.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know about what happened with that, don't you? Mm-hmm. I know Dave already hip to this.
Which one?
The one about the black cop shooting, and I mean the black shooting.
That's this weekend,
right? And he got jeered at his town hall because he has basically been covering for those cops.
But you don't realize that even before then, this guy, there was a black police chief in South Bend who was fired, wrongly fired,
right.
And this guy did not stand up for this black police chief. So now he wants to run into the black community and say, "Hey, vote for me, I'll set you free." Get out of here, man. Come on, man. We got to do a better job in vetting these candidates and stop letting them run into our community and say, hey, look at me. I talk a good game, but when you look at my record, I don't have a game.
Right.
We got to stop that.
Right.
Okay? That's all
don't
I'm
get
saying.
me wrong. When I heard the story, they were going, and then they talked about, the black police chief, right, and the fact that the cop turned the camera off before he shot the kid. And he's not going to even sit around here and get this guy brought for charges because that's against the policy, departmental policy, to turn their cameras off, their body cameras off. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, you blew that. He actually had some black people that were actually looking. Black people because they wanted fresh face. They wanted new meat, new blood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he had the stigma attached supposedly because he was the first gay candidate, openly gay candidate running, and then he goes up and pulls this foolishness. And now black people and when they did the polls last night on black people after the debates about how many black people, he was down there like way down there. Joe Biden, who has a murky past, was way up on top, 46% of black approval versus Pete Buttigieg, 1%. But like I said, folks, we're gonna see what it produces. We got I guess a couple of months out of Congress. We'll see what it do then. And I want to thank everybody for joining us in. Of course, I want to thank my man Don't Belong, my man Head said we're going to go get us some food.
Yes.
And I want to thank everybody for joining us for Black Folk Festival. We will be back again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And don't forget, can't stand the heat. We're out of Hell's Kitchen. Bye, folks. See ya.